Hey there, welcome back to Prelax. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you effective study techniques to boost your learning. Whether you're a high school student, a university student, or someone who studies for whatever reason, this video will help you. So the first technique we'll be talking about is the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method. It involves breaking down your study sessions into focus intervals. So you set a timer for 25 minutes, you study for that 25 minutes and then take a 5 minutes break. You do this 4 times, and after the 4th time, you take a longer break. During your break, you can do whatever you want. You can take a cup of tea, you can have snacks, you can walk around. Just do something that takes your mind off the studying you've been doing. This will enhance your concentration. There's a video on this channel that can help you with your Pomodoro sessions. If you use this video, you will not feel alone while studying. It contains all the time sessions. It will tell you when to start studying, when to stop, when to take a break. The link to this video is in the description below. The next technique is called active recall and spaced repetition. So instead of just passively reading, try to take active steps like quizzing yourself on the materials, taking notes as you're studying. Try to cover the material as much as possible. Spaced repetition involves reviewing your materials within intervals from time to time. When you do this, you are going to enhance your memory. It gives you a better chance of retaining that memory and even possibly never forgetting them. So try to cover your materials, try to go over your study materials over and over again. You can do it twice a day, you can do it 2 times in a week. If you study one thing over and over again, trust me, you will never forget it. So the next technique is called mind mapping. If you are a visual learner, mind mapping will be a game changer for you. So how you do this is by starting with a central idea and then branching out into related topics. For example, if you're studying equations will be your central idea. And then you can map out and branch out into other related topics like methods of solving equations or types of equations. You can make things interesting by adding colors, images, and keywords to create a visual representation of the subject you're studying. This technique enhances your comprehension and makes you see the big picture of the subject. The next technique is to teach what you've learned. Next to Pomodoro technique, this one is my favorite. They say the best way to learn is to teach. So grab a willing friend, a family member, or even an imaginary audience. You can do this alone. No one has to be there with you. And explain the concept like you are teaching a class. Teaching solidifies your understanding and highlights the area you need to revisit. So by the time you do this, you can now understand what part of the study material you need to revisit, what part you do not get a proper understanding on, what part you need to remember more. You'll be able to understand the material and know your strong points and your weak points. Another technique is summarizing and reviewing. Summarizing and reviewing is a very important step in studying. When you're done studying, write a concise note, a summary of everything that you've just learned, and then you can revisit that summary over and over again. So you don't need to go back to read the whole material. You can just go back to your summary, read it from time to time. This will solidify your understanding and help you retain the information longer. So when you have an exam, maybe unexpectedly or something like that, you can just quickly go to your summary notes and get a whole picture of everything you've been learning. Once you see the summary, I promise you, you remember the whole thing in that study material. So the next technique is to optimize your study environment. This is overlooked, but it's very important. You have to make your study environment conducive for you to learn. Take away distractions, make sure it's neat, make sure it's quiet, make sure you are comfortable, and make sure it's a good place for you to study. Make sure you have a good seat, make sure the lighting is good, make sure you are surrounding yourself with materials that will motivate you. This is a crucial aspect of your study sessions. So remember, everybody is different, so everybody's learning style is different. So feel free to mix and match these techniques and find out which one is best for you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more educational contents like this. Until next time, stay relaxed.